Hello everyone, my name is Steve, and today I'm going to be reviewing 2021. Man, it's been one crazy of a year. Almost kind of like similar to 2020, but it got a little bit better. I mean by a little. And as you can see, I am doing a little experimenting with this video where I have me on the side reacting to the situations at hand. And besides, I gotta be able to use no copyright music on YouTube because unfortunately my video from last year ended up receiving a copyright strike. Well, there's YouTube there for you. They always have their panties in the bunch. Well, anyway, let's get started. In the beginning of January, it was just pretty much like the same old kind of like stuff, trying to avoid the virus and just being bored, blah blah blah, that kind of like stuff. And with the weather being as freezing as Frosty the Snowman's nuts. But right around the beginning of February, we got hit hard with some massive hell. Right around where I'm at, there was a big freeze over where it literally messed up everything. We had no power, we had no water. It was just a living nightmare. Where my family and I were trying to be able to figure out ways on how to survive because, to be honest, it felt like I was going to die that day of freezing and starvation. But luckily we managed to be able to pull through because me and my cousin ended up starting a fire and we kept ourselves warm that day. So luckily we managed to be able to pull it off. We just had to grab scraps of random burnable trash where we just had to be able to burn it where we could be able to stay warm and that kind of stuff. It was a pretty crazy situation. Finally, the storm is over and stuff is slowly going back to normal. We managed to be able to get our power back, and then we had to be able to wait for 3 or 5 days for our water bill to come back as well. So it was pretty much a happy ending, and we just pretty much continued on with our lives. Months down the line, I discovered this new program that's called Marvelous Designer, and it's pretty much a clothing making program where it's like Blender, but it's actually much more easier making clothes. I've been experimenting with it and see what kind of cool stuff I could be able to come up with when it comes to making shirts, pants, dresses, all kinds of things. I've been growing to a liking with it, but I've been having a hard time using it. But since now that I upgraded it, it's been making things a lot more easier, and this will actually help me with my old business like Buck Topic to be able to help grow it and be able to make some really sweet stuff down the line. I stuck with my previous New Year's resolution where I decided to be able to do gaming more often, and I gotta say it really did help me out a lot because last year I was under a lot of stress and I just felt like crap throughout most of the time where I just didn't feel like doing creativity, I didn't feel like doing work, and it was just a complete and utter dumpster fire in my brain. But ever since now, I decided to be able to step away from work, well, most of the time, and just be able to kick back, relax, play around with some gaming and stuff, where I managed to be able to make myself feel better. So maybe for my New Year's resolution, I could be able to get back to work on my projects and see if I could be able to push my creativity to the limit and see if I can make some really amazing things for the future. Throughout the middle of the year of 2021, I managed to be able to hang out with my two good friends, Texan Gamer 13 and Rolling Renegade, and we get to kick back and hang out and watch WWE pay-per-views, which was pretty amazing because I thought that I would never be able to see pay-per-views before, or even have a chance to do it. I managed to be able to get to watch SummerSlam, Hell in a Cell, WrestleMania, and all the others, and it was just flat out amazing, and I was completely blessed that two of my really good friends get to meet each other and we get to sit back and enjoy WWE and watching superstars beat the hell out of each other. It was a really amazing experience, and I'm really happy I managed to be able to do it with my two best friends. And big shout out to Rolling Renegade for letting us watch WWE for free, so thanks man, I really appreciate it. And right around July, right when my birthday is over, I managed to finally get WWE 2K19. And it was really amazing. I've been wanting this game for a really long time, ever since I saw Rakadal doing his XPW show on it. Ever since then, I've been really wanting to be able to have the game so I could build my own roster and just watch WWE superstars just beating the hell out of each other. I have been wanting that game for a long time, and I never thought I would be able to own it because I had a crappy laptop at the time. I was extremely lucky that my new PC could be able to handle the game smooth as butter. And I was just really surprised. it really did open up my mind of how happy I was when I got the game. And it's just gonna like really come in handy if I need to like sit back and then just create superstars or just watching fights and stuff. It's gonna be something I'm gonna enjoy from years on now. Right into the almost to the ending of September, I managed to be able to see the new My Little Pony New Generation movie. And I know I'm gonna have a lot of angry people saying this to me, but just remember, guys, this is my opinion. Sorry for the ear rape. But yeah, I saw the movie and I gotta say, everything is beautiful on it. The characters look great, the lighting was good, everything was good, but it's just the storyline. I gotta say, the storyline was really awful. Like, they had like a lot of things that just doesn't make sense, and I gotta say, in my opinion, the movie is kind of racist and that kind of like stuff, and I just don't really like the movie. Like, if you like the movie, that is good. I'm really happy for you, but the movie is just not gonna be my cup of tea, and I'm just gonna say this, like, I'm not going to be supporting the movie, and I'm not going to be part of the G5 fandom. I'm sorry. I prefer to stay with G4. Okay, I was about to talk about my next segment, but right when I started recording, it's already hit New Year, so now it's officially 2022 as I'm recording this next part. So to everyone out there, Happy New Year's, and I'm hoping that everything will be amazing. Right when October hits, that's when I start my annual Halloween vacation. It's where I take a break for the entire month to be able to enjoy my most favorite holiday of all time, Halloween. And I gotta say, I got a lot to talk about on this one. So if you wanted to, feel free to grab some popcorn and soda or whatever you have eating right now and just enjoy this next commentary. So every year during the Halloween season, I always make the Halloween Pony Cosmetic Packs, which that you could be able to get all year round. If you want to be able to download them for yourself, just make sure you check out my DA. It's in the download list. So I managed to be able to finally create like 2 Halloween cosmetic packs this year, which is the first time ever. The one I made for Next Gen and the one I made for normal ponies as usual. But unfortunately, I was pretty unmotivated to be able to make cosmetics, so I was kind of late on making some really good ones. I mostly focused on the next gen ones because I was really confident of building like next gen clothing because they are pretty awesome. And I just kind of like forgot about like the normal ponies after all. So I was trying my best to be able to scrap up some ideas, but technically I was so burned out and really miserable back in 2020, and I mentioned like earlier in the video, I was completely burned out and miserable, so it was hard for me to be able to scrape up ideas for that year. And I was trying to be able to do my best to be able to gather up as much ideas as I can, and I still managed to be able to pull off getting the new cosmetic pack ready. And like I said, if you want to download it, all you gotta do is just go to my DA and it should be there. And now that it's the Halloween season, I usually play around in my favorite games I go to as usual. Like, for example, Team Fortress 2, Grand Theft Auto 5, and Roblox. Yeah, I know, Roblox is a childish game, but bear with me. But yeah, usually right when there's a Halloween event going on over there, you know me, since I'm a big fan of Halloween, I gotta participate into them so I can be able to get all the deals from the Halloween stuff. And luckily, I usually prepare myself ahead of time. Usually, I get like a bunch of money in individual games, so right when the Halloween stuff comes out, I can just like buy them immediately without like busting my ass for it. So that was pretty much fun. I managed to be able to buy like quite a bit of good Halloween stuff, and I know that you're saying like, "Hey, it's a waste of money." I'm like, "Yeah, I know, but it's something I'm gonna enjoy." So yeah, it's my money. I do what I want with it. Right when Halloween event comes around, I gotta participate in them because Halloween is my favorite holiday of all time, and I love anything that is Halloween related. During the middle of October, I managed to be able to get to hang out with some really cool people along the way, and I was actually pretty shocked I could get to be able to hang out with them. And I managed to be able to meet like 3 of them, which are the Inverted Shadow, Wubcake, and Copper Cab. I know that Copper Cab is not really the most liked person on YouTube, but you gotta admit, he is a legend after all these years. Hell, he's been around for over 10 years, so can't really blame me for that. And during the time when I was kind of like hanging around, I got like a message from Lightfire saying if you want to be able to come hang out in the VR chat, which is pretty much a virtual roleplay game. I don't really play on there as much, but sometimes I go on there. And he told me there's a chance where I could be able to meet the Inverted Shadow. And I know that me and the Inverted Shadow are not really the best of terms, but I was really scared to be able to meet him or like say hi to him, so that's why I usually kind of like hang around with Lightfire because I was like really shy to be able to say anything. But when I got a chance to be able to hang out with him, he was actually pretty cool and chill. He didn't even bother like kicking me out of the game or just like go to a private server so he won't see me again. So yeah, if you're watching this Inverted Shadow, thank you. I know that me and you are not really on the best terms, but like I said, I'm really sorry for the past, and I am very thankful that you managed to be able to let me hang out with you for a little while, and it means a lot to me. And I managed to be able to hang out with Webkick, which me and her could be able to like have like conversations about things and talk about like dogs and stuff, and we just had a really good conversation. All in all, it felt pretty nice on being able to hang out with certain people, and I gotta give a big shout out to Lightfire for helping me build up my courage to be able to go see Shadow, which thanks a lot, man. I really do appreciate it because I do want to be able to like make things right with Shadow, and I'm really glad I finally got that chance to do it. Throughout the middle of October, I finally finished the contracts for the TF2 Halloween event. And unfortunately, I managed to be able to get quite a bit of doubles, so I decided to be able to trade them away to the magic gargoyle that you could use to be able to trade for new Halloween items. When I was doing some normal trading, and I realized on my last trade I made, I managed to get the magical mercenary hat, which is really expensive nowadays since it's an old school hat. And I bought myself one years ago for 2 keys, and then like 2 or 3 years later, I managed to unbox it so I can be able to go sell my other one and get my money back. But when I tried to sell it, it says now it's worth 5 keys. So I pretty much sold it and I made a 3 key profit. And it was such a wonderful night that I managed to be able to get the mercenary hat where I could be able to keep it forever and I could be able to make some profit out of it. So it was a really good night. Unfortunately, all good things had to come to an end. It was getting close to the ending of October, and right when October ends, that's when I usually get upset because that's when the Halloween season is over. But almost in the ending of October, I decided to be able to visit Roblox and see if I can be able to do a little bit of last minute shopping or participate in any Halloween events going on. But then I realized that there was a Chipotle event going on. It's like, why the hell is Roblox like sponsoring a fast food restaurant? Hell, they pretty much like did it years ago when they were doing the Easter egg hunt back in 2017 where it's sponsored by McDonald's. So, hey, when it comes to Roblox, I guess anything can be sponsored nowadays. Okay, so right when I tried to be able to go over there within like 3 hours later, then I realized that the website was messing up, and then a couple of days later, it got shut down. People were like making like theories that it was a Chipotle event that probably shut it down. But in my case, I decided to be able to call it Roblox Explosive Diarrhea Moment. And I just couldn't let that down because it was pretty dang funny. So that was the day when the Roblox had the explosive diarrhea moment. And I was there to be able to witness it. But that's kind of unfortunate because they were about to be able to start up a new Halloween event that's probably going to be lasting throughout November, which that would be pretty cool. But unfortunately, since Roblox now had explosive diarrhea, we couldn't get a chance to participate into it, so Roblox had to cancel it. Which was kind of disappointing because I was looking forward to participating in that event. But however, Grand Theft Auto 5 came to the rescue with their version of the Halloween event. And it was just so much fun. They had the ghost car from Christine, they had the 4 serial killers you gotta go around and kill, and they also have a bunch of Halloween stuff that you could be able to buy. Which luckily I got like a bunch of money at that time thanks to my friend Tom for helping me spam the island heist, which shout out to you by the way. So during the Halloween event in GTA 5, they had like a bunch of cool Halloween cars, masks, face paints, anything you can think of. And they had like this new event where you're supposed to be able to watch out for the Phantom car, which is representing Christine from the 1983 movie Christine. And they had like these 4 serial killers you gotta go around to be able to kill. and which I'll show on the screen because I'm too lazy to say it. And they say if you manage to be able to kill all 4 of these guys, you unlocked a new shirt right when the event is over, which I pretty much did because I already beat the event. And I gotta say, being chased by the Phantom car was actually really awesome, where it just stalks your ass, and it's actually a pretty fun experience. So I really do thank GTA 5 for saving the day when Roblox was having explosive diarrhea. So thank you, Grand Theft Auto 5. And now that Halloween is over, which is pretty sad for me, but then now the next month is November. Nothing special happened right around November, so I guess I'm probably just gonna be like skipping that part. Pretty much all I could say is I checked out the new Loud House movie, and it was pretty cool for its time, and I managed to be able to have like 2 Thanksgivings, one at my place and one at my cousin's, because they decided to be able to do their Thanksgiving a little bit late, which is kind of odd, and that's pretty much it. And now we fast forward to the Christmas season, aka December. And to be honest with y'all, I wasn't really in a Christmas mood for a really long time because for the past few Christmases I had, they weren't really that great, and it was just pretty much disappointing. And in the games I go to, they didn't do anything like special for Christmas. There's not much Christmas events going on. It was pretty much kind of like a disappointing kind of holiday to me now since I have lost that Christmas spark. But until one day, we decided to be able to order my Christmas gifts online, and there's a tradition with me and my family that we usually go around and be able to pick our own presents for Christmas, so we don't have to worry about wasting money on buying items that we're not going to enjoy using for a really long time. So we agreed that we decided to be able to order things from Walmart, which is, I never knew that Walmart would be able to pull off that kind of like things. And they had more stuff on there at Walmart than they do in the actual stores, which is pretty insane that the website actually had more. So we pretty much like ordered the stuff, but then we had to be able to wait a few days apart for all my gifts to arrive. It was kind of annoying, but I gotta say it was worth it because I managed to be able to get some items that I really wanted for a very long time. And I gotta say, for the Christmas of 2021, actually a million times better than what I had back in 2019, 18, and so forth. It was actually so much better. So, in conclusion, 2021 was far more better than last year. Well, I don't know about you guys, but 2021 was a really good year for me, but I don't know about you guys. Feel free to let me know in the comment section down below and let me know how you reacted to 2021. And that's pretty much it. I pretty much talked about everything that's happened, so I guess it's time for me to wrap up the video. Anyway, guys, I wanted to thank you guys so much for watching, and I wanted to thank you guys for sticking around with me throughout, like, 2021, etc. You guys really do mean a lot for me, and I love y'all very much, and if it wasn't for you guys, I wouldn't be able to do this stuff today. So, pretty much what you guys are asking me now, like, what's your New Year's resolution gonna be, and I'm gonna have to say I'm pretty much gonna stuck with all my previous stuff I pretty much mentioned before, like getting back to work and do some gaming. Just pretty much like take it easy for 2022 and not to go extreme with stuff. But I will be pushing my art skills to the limit and see if I can be able to upgrade my skills to be able to make myself as a better artist. And I will try to be able to get back into animating. It's not going to be 100% promise, but I will be able to try to get back into it if I can. So that's pretty much it. Anyway, guys, if you like what you see here, make sure you leave a comment, like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell so you can be able to catch all my brand new videos once when they come out, so you can be notified immediately. So that's pretty much it. From everyone here, we wish you a happy new year, and hopefully 2022 will actually provide us with a lot of amazing stuff that we had a hard time getting last year, and hope to God that the virus will at least somewhat go away. But yeah, anyway guys, I know this video is kind of late. I'm really sorry. I've been kind of like busy with a lot of things, so that's why this video is coming out a little bit late, but at least it's like coming out right now, so you guys don't have to worry. So yeah, pretty much a late happy new year's to everyone. I love y'all guys so much, and I'll see y'all next time. Later.